What's up, guys? How's it going? MikeTheTech here, and welcome to another episode of our Unreal Engine 5 tutorial series. So in this episode, we're going to be going into some more blueprints. We're going to learn how to create a health variable that can not only display, but can react based on when an object gets hit, and then eventually destroy the actor after it reaches 0 HP. We're also going to cover mega scans. So we actually had Zoro say, can you do one on Quixel Mega Scans, please? And I would definitely like to cover that. So it's one of the new integrations in Unreal Engine 5, so that's exciting to get started on. Before we do get started, though, I want to give a quick shout out to Archangel, Todd M, and Leslie Media. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to support this channel, click on that join button below, and you'll get access to all my live stream archives and shout outs and videos like this. So let's jump back into it. So we have our blueprint for our cube, our reactive cube. Let's go ahead and open that blueprint editor again. And let's take a look at how we can add a little bit more interesting stuff to this blueprint. We have something down here called variables. Now we can add a new variable to this and call this HP, like health. And right now it's set to a Boolean, but we can change this to an integer and leave it like that. We'll go ahead and hit compile. And we can set its HP here to, let's say, 100. So now our cube has 100 HP, but that doesn't really do anything. So let's go ahead and make it do something. First, we will go into our viewport, and we're going to add a new text component, a text render component to it. And we're going to call this HP. Let's call that HP. Oh, it's already used by one. So it looks like we can already set a variable to it. So let's change this to health. And then let's set the text here. Good. So in our event graph, we're going to go to an update event. Event tick, which happens every updated frame of the game. And we're going to choose set text, and we want to set this health object. So we want to find set text health. Now we can set the health value to any value we want, and we want to get this HP value. So we're going to drag HP in here and choose get HP. And drag this into the value, and it's going to automatically convert to text here. And if we hit compile, then our static mesh, when it's rendered, should show a number 10. So let's take a look over here, and let's rotate this so that we can take a look at the actual text shown. And let's hit play. Yep, so now we can see that it has 100 health. And we've set that dynamically as soon as the game starts. So let's go ahead and adjust that slightly. The first thing that kind of bothers me is the text is slightly to the right. If we click on the health text object or component, we can actually choose to align it to the center and center. There we go. Now it's perfectly centered. So since we have this text, we need to actually start using the health component here. So let's drag this open a little bit. And we're going to say if it gets hit by a projectile, then we want to set the health. So let's drag the HP in and choose set HP. All right, now let's connect this node right after we cast to the projectile. Now we don't want to set the health directly to 0. We want to set it to -10 from where it was. But if we just type in -10, it's actually going to set the HP variable to -10. So you're going to have -10 health. So what you need to do in this case is we're going to get the HP variable. We're going to use the subtract operator and choose 10. And then we're going to drag this into our HP. So what's happening here is it gets whatever our current HP is, which is 100. It subtracts 10 from it, and then it sets whatever number it receives as the current HP. So let's see if this works. Yep, so now it's set to 90. You can see it down there. If we shoot it again, it's set to 80, and it seems to be working. So now we need a way to destroy the actor if it reaches 0 HP. So in our tick, every frame of the game, it is setting the text to its current HP value. So we can add an extra check after this that says, we can do an if branch, and we're going to say if HP is less than or equal to 0, right? So if it's 0 or under 0 for some reason, in case it gives them the negative, then we want to destroy the actor. So we'll type in destroy here, and it'll destroy self. If it's false, it doesn't do anything. So let's try this out now. So it's at 100, 90, 20, 10, and now it's destroyed. So we've successfully created a health object that can display the HP of our enemy or whatever item we want to destroy, as well as destroy it after it's reached a certain amount. Just a quick update and apology. This was a slightly longer video, but the engine crashed as I was working in one of the sections, and the transition didn't work as well, so I'm going to re-record that. That way there isn't any weird stop in between, and I'll upload that as the next video instead of making this one longer. So I think this one's a really useful video as well, but we'll definitely get to Zoro's Mega Scan tutorial shortly after. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, leave your comments on ideas on what to add in the comment section below. That way I know what to add next. Thanks for watching. Peace. What? You've never heard of stream savers? And you thought PewDiePie was the only YouTuber to make a game? I made a game too, and it's called Stream Savers, and it's available for pre-order right now for $9.99, and that's a great price.